as they continue to work their climb high and overhead, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce to you a great individual from IAC. He is Greg Gifford. He's our limited aerobatic competitor. Greg, great to see you once again as we prepare for today's IAC demo.
I appreciate you welcoming me up here, and we're really looking forward to a couple of miles. You'll see that what you'll really want to focus on is the precision of each element that Brittany wants. When she does a roll, does she stop perfectly, or is there a bobble? Does she stop at the right angle? When she pulls the vertical, is it perfectly straight up? You know, you'll see some of the airshow performers, and they'll climb out and do a long 45 and kind of drive away from the box to position themselves to come back in. In competition flying, and Brittany's diving into her right here. Here's her wing wags to start her sequence. You'll see as she's doing this, she goes figure to figure to figure, and never stops. And there's a full roll, perfect stop, and that's a full vertical. This is the difference between Jeff's flight and Brittany's flight. Jeff will probably have some sort of element of roll on this line going up, but now as she hammers down, she'll do a full snap roll on the line down. Watch this precision hard stop.
Right down on the 90, watching that quick snap roll, watch for this line right there, whole lot of G, direct. Just a little bit more out of 9.
So she'll go vertical here. She'll pull over into 45, and she'll, one of the things that we really focus on is making sure this is exactly a 45-degree line. She'll do 3 half rolls and then go back vertical. There's 1, there's 2. And we have to roll at the same rate. So now she'll pull back vertical. She'll come up here for an inverted spin. You know, we talk a lot about spins and the execution of spins and getting out of spins as instructing. But in competition aerobatics, we also talk about the precision, our ability to stop the spin right on point. Now watch Brittany, she'll do a 1.5 turn spin. See that nose come up? That's that stall angle on the top. And now she'll drop the spin right here, right in front of you. And she'll have to stop that perfectly vertical. There it is. There's a nice stop. Again, this is just a display. Try to show you a little bit what competition aerobatics is all about. If you have an opportunity to stop by the IAC pavilion, we really appreciate it. There are a lot of ways to get involved in the IAC and involved in the competition aerobatics. We'd love to have you come out and learn how to be a judge, learn how to assist other judges. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved with the IAC if you're flying aerobatics. So Brittany will do a hammerhead here, she'll do an outside snap. Before she did an inside snap, this is negative G, so she pushes to the nose, and then comes out and stops that snap again. She's got a lot of wings up there. From a competition perspective, they can actually decrease the score. But one of the things we learn in competition pilots is how to do those adjustments without the judges, or in this case, the crowd, or the annual field. And I guarantee you, Brittany's working really hard up there to do that.
To ease the stick back, that continual flow and stick grip, very important because you got to keep all those moves.
So that's that negative G. Really outside of the shoulder. Really outside of the shoulder. She's fucking really tight. The harness is really ratchet, so they're really tight on her in the cockpit. Here's another little snap. Right back there. The sport is all about safety, and as you get more and more proficient and more experienced in the sport, we allow you to come down from an altitude perspective. Brittany today is watching a floor of about 400 feet. You'll see Jeff is watching a floor of about 200 feet. That's a little bit lower than we do in competition aerobatics, but both of these pilots are really experienced. We want to be able to see this. Put it right down in front of you. You know, I talked about the wind. We were looking at the wind earlier. You can see it on the ground here. I can see all the flags blowing. I see people's hats blowing off down there. You know, you're probably feeling a wind out of the south there at about 20 miles an hour. We looked up, we're about 45 degrees out from the spectrum. Bring everything back in. It looks like she's just right in front of you. But there's a lot of adjustment going on.
And they're trying you to the bigger the air form, the bigger the airplane that responds to points, many of the figures. Absolutely.
So this is the setup for our last maneuver. She'll go vertical, another hammerhead. She'll do two vertical rolls, two rolls down on the vertical down line. And this sets her up for a last maneuver, 8-point roll. It's almost like a computer line as she comes across. You can see that little adjustment where you get back into the box. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful flight, beautiful maneuver.
You were calling that afterwards.
Yeah, no doubt.
IAC, as you called all those points, it was happening live on my phone right now. And what just a great training method, a great debrief tool. The technology has now become so incredibly great that we can actually take a look at. I mean, it's got the whole grid form. It's got the x-axis and the y-axis and the z-axis. What's that here for you? Here comes
He'll come across the top and half loop up, and then he'll have some rolls and a snap roll on top, and then right into the next figure. Watch the precision that Jeff executes these half rolls and his snap. Good job on that snap. And then he pushes right straight up again with negative G, pushing out of that. Negative G's are the ones that hurt. Positive G's are the ones that make you black out. The negative G's are the ones that push all the blood to your head and your heart is not going to make you hurt. You have to put a little steep on that line. When you're going into the wind, it often looks that way. Because the wind is pushing out. He'll come up. Whereas Brittany did an inverted spin, Jeff will show you what we call an upright spin. So this is more normally what you see if you had a little bit too much of a skid in your Cessna and put in too much rudder, you'd be upright and all of a sudden the wing would come up and over and you'd spin. Jeff will show you how he does that in a competition style. There's one turn and 1.5 turns and he'll stop right on heading.
right there.
So we stop these spins just like you would in any other airplane. We go power off, we go opposite rudder, we call it outside snap. Brittany did one going down earlier. We pitched two different wheels rather than Jeff did going up. Good figure. In competition aerobatics, we slice it in half, or fourths, or 6/8. We don't go to 16ths, so we don't have enough room to do that. Because we're working on these precise lines rather than being able to do a parabola like you see short. Because Jeff is really focused on this movie to get a single roll on that line. So to do that.
Now, as he gets to drive up into the vertical, he's actually looking out to his left wing, right?
Yeah, he is. You know, one of the ways that we gauge how precise we are when we're going up or down, it's high technology. We have a stick out there on the wing, and the stick is sort of a T. It gives you a sense of whether you're perfectly vertical or not. If you sort of tip back and a little bit below the horizon.
You can see it on Britt's airplane as she taxis by show center, and there's also kind of a 45 right there too, allowing you to draw that perfect 45, either positive or negative.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, that's on that stick today is what we have. We were used to be able to show you this on acroworks.com/IAC. So there's Jeff cutting that horizon again into 8. You get 4 or 8. We call it a 4 of 8. The half roll cut into 4 pieces, and then again a 4 roll on the upline. He'll do another one of the downline outside snap. Brittany did a full snap. He'll do a 1 1/4, so it's a little bit more. There's a 1 1/4 on the downline. What a of the things you'll notice between the difference between Jeff and Brittany is Jeff's a lot higher. Brittany was almost her whole flight was down lower. And the reason is because Jeff has a lot more to do on these lines. He needs more time, space, speed, and energy. And you do that by getting up there high, getting high. Has much energy, so she's able to keep it down lower, which is nice. You know, Brittany's airplane is the same kind of airplane as Jeff's, and it's just as high. But one of the things that we really focus on as competition pilots is putting this right where the judges can see it. It's more beautiful. It makes it's a prettier flight when it's down where they can see it. In the unlimited level, we have to be nice. We really can't bring it down quite as low as the fans. One of the skills is the scores are better, so keep it down right where you can see it. Jeff's doing a great job, though, even as high as he needs, as much energy as he needs. He's doing a great job of keeping it right in front of him.
Now, this is a bit of an inside-outside scuba eight is what we would call the Airshow.
It's the hard part here is the outside edge is going to push all the way around. They can see all the way around. This is a figure that is what we call a compulsory figure. We have to fly this figure in your sequence. I've been flying this a lot. It's no fun. It's a 3-quarter roll and a 1 3/4 on top. And he'll finish with a double snap on top. Right on heading. That little sequence, that's the end of the presentation. I hope you had a good time, and thank you for allowing me to present this little bit of a different style of flying, this what we call a rescue style flying or competition aerobatic styling. You know, all of the airshow pilots, for the most part, come from a competition background. They all start here and teaches us precision aircraft control and safety, and really encourage you to stop by the IAC Pavilion and learn more about it if you can later in the year.
And even if you're a GA pilot, maybe you're an ATP, it's just that additional confidence, right, in no matter what flight attitude that you're in. And even if you're not a pilot, what if you're IAC, go down, just join. They've got throughout the year upwards to 30, maybe 35 different competitions that happen throughout the United States and Canada. And they need the help as far as volunteers for running scores, judging, whatever the case may be. This has been a tremendous display. I've had a lot of fun watching AcroWorks here because this is scary awesome. I can almost announce, we should put these on the Airshow airplanes. I can announce the show from home. This is so cool. Our thanks to them for supporting today's demo. And Craig, thanks to you as well for bringing us